Politics leading for us this morning. Sir Keir Starmer heading to the Elysee Palace today to meet with the French President. The Labour leader is introducing himself as a Prime Minister in waiting in this break in protocol meeting to discuss policies on Brexit and other areas.
Yes, the opposition leader is facing claims he's looking to take Britain back to square one on Brexit. But Number 10 has commented that it's not unusual for opposition leaders to meet world leaders.
Tom Jones used to say that as well.
Really?
It's not unusual.
Not unusual.
Anyway, let's go to our GB News political editor, Christopher Hope, who I'm not going to expect to join in, dance or sing with that one. And there's our deputy political editor, Tom Harwood, live in London. Christopher, first of all.
Morning, Eamon. Yeah, Keir Starmer arrived here last night with David Lammy and Rachel Reeves, the Shadow Chancellor. He arrived with a tweet. His tweet said, "Labour will improve our relationship with Europe and make Brexit work for Britain." Now, this morning, I've got to tell you, Labour aides are downplaying any idea that there might be any movement or any news, really, they would describe it, from the meeting at lunchtime with President Macron. They're saying it's an introductory meeting, and of course Labour is still in opposition, but it's all about the optics, it's how it looks. They're trying to show that Labour is a party of government, that he can go one-to-one on the world stage with major leaders. This is why it's a very, very significant meeting today for Sir Keir Starmer. Before that, he's got breakfast at Vivendi, a big company with CEOs and chairmen who have operations in the UK. But it's all about how it looks here for Sir Keir Starmer. Eamon and Isabel.
Christopher, thank you very much. Well, let's cross to Tom, who joins us from Westminster. Downing Street keen to imply they're not threatened by this. This is no big deal, but it is a bit embarrassing.
Well, certainly, what Sir Keir Starmer is attempting to do is appear as a world leader, as Chris was saying. But if you talk to people in and around government, they'll point to a former Labour Party leader who made a similar trip to Paris back in 2012. Yes, Ed Milliband made a perhaps ill-fated trip to meet with Francois Hollande, the then French president, where he declared a global resistance to austerity politics. Of course, Ed Milliband didn't seem to get much of a poll bounce from that, although he was meeting with someone who was a much less popular French president at the time. Of course, Hollande did not go on to win a second term as French president, unlike Macron, who has just won a second term. So perhaps there's a difference there, although people in London, around the government, around the Prime Minister, will say this isn't the first time this has happened. Look at Milliband, look at Hollande, we're not worried.